Hey, Shalom, Akim. Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah doing a quick and transit on the way to the crib, man. And Lord willing to be edifying to the Lord's elect. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, is remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. All right, I was listening to this lesson from the beloved elder Yeshawamba, you know what I'm saying, out of Dallas, and you know, I was enjoying the lesson, and he was touching on some very very important points, you know what I'm saying, which has to be, adhered to in this walk. Let me close these windows. All right, Salakia for that. I know it's kind of hot out here, man. It's like 97 degrees, but I can endure this thing. But yeah, he was making some very important points, you know what I'm saying, about the fact that we have to deal with our demons, man. You know, we got to deal with our demons. And as he mentioned, the fact that there's brothers that come to the camp, you know what I'm saying, that do their thing, as much as they do. All right, there's others that's just not doing it to the degree that they're supposed to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? In other words, they're not they're not instant, in season out of season. You know what I'm saying, so to speak, right? So as I was listening to the video, I came across a billboard while I was driving, you know what I'm saying, just a couple minutes ago. And what it said was, don't make a presence, make an impression. You know what I'm saying? Don't make a presence, make an impression. And I was like, damn, that's right there in the spirit, man. I had to do a lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't make a presence, man. Make an impression. All right? Because this isn't about us. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about us talking about, I'm here, you know what I'm saying, here I am. All right. I go to camp, and you know what I'm saying, I just do what I do. All right? And you treat this truth as if it's just something that is a pastime or something like that, man. All right. The last thing, listen, I remember when there was one job that I worked at, and I remember my supervisor said, listen, bro, the worst thing you want to have in a job like this, because I was dealing with, with high powered equipment and stuff like that. And, the guy said, the last thing you want to deal with in this line of work is being complacent. You know what I'm saying? Complacency is what's going to get you, hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's what's going to make you, fuck up, man. You're going to end up hurting yourself. All right? Or those around you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, the last thing you want to be is complacent. All right? Because you're not going to check the demons that's on you, man. You know? And just as Elder Yashawamba said, all right, I say the same thing, that that I'm talking to myself first and foremost, man. All right? The last thing we want to be in this thing is complacent. All right? We have to constantly remain diligent. We got to constantly remain in the spirit, man. All right? Especially now, because we're getting closer and closer to the end of this thing, man. And closer and closer. And the closer we get, the harder the demons get. You see what I'm saying? The harder the demons get, man. All right, whatever your weakness is, these demons will exploit it. All right, because they know you better than you know yourself half the time. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is about the ministry. This is about the sheep. You know what I'm saying? It's not about us. This is about the Lord's work, and the Lord's work consists of warning the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't go out to camp yesterday, man. I didn't go out to camp yesterday. I did an indoors lesson. You know what I'm saying? And I felt bad about that. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I'm bugging out. You know? Why? Because, that's the fear of the Lord that's on us. It's the fear of the Lord that's on us. Like brothers will tell you all the time. Brothers will say all the time, man, if I miss a day without doing a lesson, I feel like I'm going off. You know what I'm saying? But in my situation, the weather was pretty bad, so that's why I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I stayed inside. All right. And I did like an hour-long lesson, you know what I'm saying? Just going into news and prophecy, essentially, you know what I'm saying? But the theme is always the same. You have to edify the sheep, man. All right, you got to edify the sheep. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord will remove our candlesticks, man, if we're not careful. You know what I'm saying? If we're not taking this thing seriously. You know, if we're turning off the camera and we're living a completely different life as what we're preaching, if we're not practicing what we preach, all right, the Lord is going to expose that shit. You know? The Lord's going to expose that. All right? So I want to get this precept real quick. And I'm not going to make this too long. Like I said, it's like 95 degrees. All right? Bear with me. All right, there's the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 12. Man, I gotta open this. I gotta open these windows, man. I'm suffocating. God damn. This book of Ephesians 4 and 12. It says, "For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry." All right, let's go up a little bit. Let's see. Slovakia. Let me read that again. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11. It reads, "And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and some teachers, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of our power." All right, the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of the Most High, of Yahweh Shai, excuse me. And everyone has their lot to play. That's it. Gosh, this heat is getting me, man. Salakia, let me fix that up. Everyone has their own allotted measure of faith. All right, and those that are in this ministry, all right, we have our own lots to play. You see what I'm saying? In this walk, every one of us has a duty. Every one of us has something that has to be done. You know what I'm saying? And you can't squander that. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about what we got going in our own personal lives, man. All right? The Lord doesn't care about all that. Of course, we make we keep the balance in our own lives, but you know what I'm saying, you have to remember what the number one priority is, and that's the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord's work, man. So, you got to make that balance, and you can't make excuses. You can't make excuses, man. All right. The last thing you want to tell the Lord is that you can't do the work. All right. You can't do the work because you gotta take care of your family right now, and then it just remains in that stagnant position. No, man. No, that's the last thing you want to tell the Lord. because the Lord can take your family away from you. All right, he can tear your family away from you, and he can do it in a gruesome way. You see what I'm saying? Don't play around with the Lord and his money. All right. So that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing you want to do, man. And let's say that he doesn't take them out. All right, he doesn't take them away from you at that point. All right. Who's to say he won't tear them apart, you know what I'm saying, right in front of you during Jacob's trouble, man. All right? That was your excuse to not do the work? Well, he's got something for you. You know what I'm saying? Remember, it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You got to remember that. It's a terrible thing. It's a frightening thing. All right? The scriptures say that he is terrible in his doings towards the children of men. All right? Fear the Lord, man. This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. It's not a game. All right? So it's these type of things that keep you on your toes, you know what I'm saying? That keeps you constantly, in righteous in that healthy fear of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? That healthy fear of the Lord. It keeps you doing what you need to do. All right? It keeps you doing what you need to do. On the ride to work this morning, I did a lesson, and I didn't think that lesson was edifying, so I didn't upload it. You know what I'm saying? I can go and fix that lesson up, you know what I'm saying, later on, and get certain precepts that I wanted to get, you know what I'm saying, and sharpen up that lesson a bit more so it can be edifying, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I didn't do enough. And that's one of the things that you learn in this faith, in this walk, you know what I'm saying? Did I edify? Did I hit certain points that I should have hit? All right, certain things like that, man, because I'm not just trying to be a presence. I'm not trying to make a presence. I'm trying to make an impression, you know what I'm saying, through the Spirit. All right, in the form of edification, because that's what this is all about, man. It's all about edifying the sheep, man, edifying the lamb. All right, edifying the flock, the flock. All right. Gosh, it's so hot. Please excuse me, Hakim. It is hot out here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I made it to my destination. I gotta get up in here and get some things done. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You know what I'm saying? Don't get complacent in this walk. Whatever wherever you are, man. All right. If you have if you're called in this ministry in any capacity, all right, do the work. Do the work. Whatever the Lord has had blessed you with in terms of a gift in a ministry, do it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't slack off. Do it, man. You know what I'm saying? When the Spirit jumps on you, just like the elder apostle of Ramlab said, you know what I'm saying? Strike while the iron's hot. All right? When I saw that billboard, I said, nah, I can't let this wait, man, because the Spirit could jump off me. You know what I'm saying? By the time I get home, I got to do it while I'm in transit. You see what I'm saying? Strike while the iron's hot. All right? Strike while the iron is hot. And it's just that simple. All right? And even those who may not be called into the ministry to do the work in any way, you know what I'm saying? Still, continue to read. Read the scriptures, man. Read a chapter a day, just like the elder Yashawamba said. Read a chapter. You know what I'm saying? Continue to pray. Continue to fast. You know what I'm saying? Pray for the brotherhood. All right? Pray for our apostles, bishops, and elders. You know what I'm saying? Pray for the brothers like me, man. We need your prayers. We can use them. All right? Just because you don't have an allotted gift in this ministry doesn't mean you don't remain proactive. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing the work. All right? To whatever weight is given in your hands. You know what I'm saying? Keep the faith. All right? So I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.